Welcome to REPP, researching extant Pleistocene people, still living in the Quaternary. Hi there. Is Patty a suit or not? Let's find out. But there are some in the Bigfoot community that are grasping at the Paracas skulls because of the conical head. So let's take a look at that. Okay, so what do we compare the Paracas skull to? Well, here's an infamous chin line, Patty. Here's her conical head. I can see the relationship, but right there is where I think it falls short. I'm going to put in what I believe is the skull, the top of the skull of Patty. More on that later. Now, here's the Paracas skull. Notice the jawline, the brow ridge, and the eyes. Now I drew a little yellow line around the conical head so I can remove the skull. The eyes and the jaw match. Nothing else does. By the way, the nasal bone on the Paracas skull is huge. So, what do we see here? Do you believe the Paracas skull is a Sasquatch? Or do you believe something else now? Can we call this debunked? I believe so too. Now I'm going to introduce what I contend what Patty is. Brow ridge, jawline, prognathism, zygomatic arch. Now, in between the pink line and the blue line, I believe that's just hair. Hair flowing back off of the receding forehead. Coarse hair, thick hair, which doesn't lay completely flat. Should we take another view just to see? Alright, what you're going to see here is a more infamous angle of Patty. The blue lines are what I use to line up all of the facial features. The zygomatic temporal line, jaw, lips, and chin, supraorbital torus line, bottom of the nasal passage. As you can see, I have them what I feel is spot on. Now, Ruben Steindorf did a digital enhanced image of Patty, and I'm projecting it on right now. So here is the hairline, here is the skull line, and here is Homo erectus. Notice where the nasal passage is, the bottom of the nasal passage, where the lip line is, the chin, the rounding of the chin, and the lower jaw, they all match. The brow ridges match. Let's look at Dread Fun. So there you go. Now, the other aspects of Patty is her large gluteus maximus. Whoa! People think that it's a suit. Okay, seriously. I wanted you to see that because large gluteus maximuses are possible. So, here she is. Now let's see what the BBC had to say when they took a look at Narikatami Boy, who is an 8-year-old, and the reconstruction of him.
There are deep gutters on either side, which are necessary for twisting your body and holding you forward.
It's anchoring the whole of your trunk down to your pelvis, isn't it?
That's right.
And then also we think that Narikatami Boy had quite big bottom muscles as well, quite big gluteus maximus.
Well, he looks really good.
Well, the big gluteus maximus, there are deep gutters on either side, which are necessary for twisting your body and holding you forward.
It's anchoring the whole of your trunk down to your pelvis, isn't it?
That's right.
And then also we think that Narikatami Boy had quite big bottom muscles as well, quite big gluteus maximus.
Well, he looks really good.
Well, the big gluteus maximus.
They're huge! Huh. Alright. Is it a suit? Do you see a suit line there? Or do you just see large hind end? You know, science journals, published journals, peer-reviewed, they all state that there are large gluteus maximus muscles on the erectus types. And was that even known in 1967? Look it up. All right, man in a suit possibility. Eyes. What I'm going to do is, first I'm going to put in a large Homo sapien skull. Boom. The jawline, I tried to get that as close as I could. If I made it any bigger, it would obviously be not correct. So hair glued onto skin, that's out, because nothing else matches. So I'm going to shrink that down and put a normal Homo sapiens skeleton in there. Eyes are lined up to what would be eye holes in a mask. At the bottom of the screen, where the red and the black lines are, there's an elbow there. The pink line is the elbow of a Homo sapiens. Patty's elbow is down further at the very bottom of the screen. So let's line up the elbow. Elbow, elbow. Now we have a problem with where would the suit wearer be looking? Looking out the neck, the chin, the mouth? Well, let's find out what Bob Hieronymus has to say, because he actually wore the suit. Is that correct? So here's the eye line on the chin, right? Everybody can see that. Suit? I don't think so. But let's look at some other attempts at creating the Patty suit. Here's Bob. He's showing it off. Look what I did. Look what I wore. I'm infamous. Notice the eyes. He's looking through the eyes. The top of those feet don't have hair on them either. Just want to point that out. All right, now we're going to add some more humor. He, honestly, this just proves he don't know how to make a suit. And with inflation, what is $700? Yep. Okay, and here's one where in 1967 there's way better resolution, and you can tell it's floppy. Here's a clown. Nice round head. You just can't get past the forehead. In 1967, no costume designer would have had specifics or access to any pre-human attributes or studies. And furthermore, this one will blow a lot of people's minds. Neither did anthropologists. So the individual that made the Patty suit should be rich and famous. Thank you for your time.